Hello.
So today I am going to be playing a old challenge, kind of like I haven't. Not a lot of people have been playing it recently, but I'm gonna bring back this challenge. So today I'm going to be playing the Flarkin challenge, and if you don't know what that is, Google it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'll basically tell you. And so you start off with one female sim, and you need to get her pregnant and then have birth to triplets. And basically these triplets are all named Flarkin, and they are always like dressed the same. They have the same name. You can't tell them apart, like their outfits, their hair, they're all like the same. And the overall goal of this challenge is for one of the Flarkins to be the best and have the best skills and the best relationships and be like the champion of the Flarkin. So hopefully that made sense. I mean, the rules will be in the description if it doesn't make sense, because I don't know how to explain things. I am also using this Diet Coke as my microphone today. And I will be drinking it shortly after I finish this though. Yeah, but let's get into the gameplay. So the first thing I did was move into a starter home and have myself a little home, but we quickly went over to the pancakes to talk to Bob and have a little flirt on, and a couple hours later we were all up in his grill. And if you're confused by what I mean we woohooed with him. We had sex. But we did take a pregnancy test, and sadly we weren't pregnant, but I was not going to let any time pass, so we did a full 360. I think it's 360 or 180, 420? No clue, but we did woohoo him again, yep. And actually Eliza was in the room with us and saw us woohoo each other and died from heartbreak.
Oh no.
Like, she literally just died, and I have no clue how she died. Like, I even did plead for her because I'm so respectful, but 3% said nope. And so I did what I could, but at least I was finally pregnant. And right as that happened, I left and got out of the house as fast as I could because I did not want to get sued for murder. And once I got back home, I did give our house a little cute makeover to prepare for our new arrivals coming soon. And I did have our sim join the painter career to make some more money. And these first few days, all she did was go to sleep and go to work. When she did get back from work, I did hop on a plane to LAX and take a trip to San Myshuno so I could actually paint and make some money, because we couldn't even afford an easel in our own home. And a few paintings and scams later, we could actually afford an easel for our home. So we basically just painted until the birth, but so blah blah blah, let's move on to the birth. So our baby girly pops were finally born, and we obviously named them all Flarkin. And basically all we did was care for these babies constantly every night. No sleep, bus, club, another baby I'm taking care of. Wait, that actually kind of rhymes. Anyways, it is time to age these babies up because they are technically still objects. Like, y'all are doing nothing for me. Infants, I am waiting for you. Alright, so I aged these babies to toddlers, and apparently I'm supposed to randomize the traits, but I didn't know that yet, so I did give them all the same trait. And that trait is the wild trait. I have no clue why I chose that trait for every single one of them. I guess I just wanted to suffer. But yeah, I did give their room a little makeover with a bunch of items to build up their skills, and I also gave them all a makeover because they had to look like each other. So I really hit copy and paste on them. This is kind of scary, honestly. I also realized they couldn't go down the stairs to eat at first, so I did feed them on the floor every night like they were dogs. And as a peaceful night approaches and we're cooking for our little children, our house did catch on fire. But I think our sim wanted the house to catch on fire so she could see the hot firemen, because she did just stand there.
Help me! Help me! Help!
but that is just a theory. I also don't know my Sim's name. Like, I still don't know her name, so I'm just calling her my Sim at this point, so oops. But the toddlers did quickly learn how to climb the stairs, so now they could roam the house. We couldn't escape.
We're like a pack of sardines, we cannot escape, we cannot come out. Mama!
And again, every day did feel the same, just waking up, going to work, toddlers going to daycare, come back from work, paying toddlers build skills, blah blah blah. So let's move on to the children life stage. So they automatically aged up while we were at work, but I did randomize their traits. But I did have a bug in my game, and it like gave them 3 traits for some reason when I tried to randomize. But I just kept the first trait, and once again it was time for a makeover, so there's that. I will say they are more peaceful as children and didn't need much attention. Not saying I didn't take care of them as toddlers, but I just did it a lot less. And the next day they went to their first day of school. They grow up so fast because the lifespan is on short, by the way, so this goes by faster. But the first thing we did when they left for school was go to sleep, and so they quickly arrived back home, and I was so happy because I love them so much and always take care of them. Anyways, Miss Girl did decide to break the dollhouse because she was mad, and then she got sad. Like, she's more indecisive than me, but anyways, I guess it is time that we tell them who their real father is, because Bob Pancakes decided to be a father today and actually show up. But then he did a full 180 and left us in the alley. I guess he went to go get more milk. Painting all day was getting boring for me to watch, so I forced my sim into other hobbies like becoming eco-friendly. I got her a candle making station, a bug box, and a rain catcher thingy. I also added a bathroom upstairs because I guess I decided to play 4 Sims 1 bathroom challenge for some reason. And then one of the children made a mess on the floor, but I didn't know who to punish because they all looked the same. Oh yeah, and then there was another fire in the house because of the scientist table. But our little lover boy firefighter was back once again just for us.
Do you know how much I love you?
But he was still playing hard to get, so. But our children did come back home that day with some school projects, so I did force them to complete it that one night, and it did take them the whole night. They had to do a full all-nighter for it, but it's okay. They got some sleep. And then our sim actually turned into an elder that day, so that was kind of sad. But that night I was asked to paint something it would gain fame, so I said, sign me up. And then immediately after, Bob asked if he could go on a date, and I respectively said no. I was still in denial of my sim being an elder, so we did head over to Vladi Daddy's house and got to know him a little bit, and then asked him to turn us into a vampire. I don't know why I love adding random lore into this challenge. She was totally going to live until the end of the challenge, but I needed an excuse because I actually play with occults in this game. But after that we did head back home, and the next day was actually the Flargans' birthday. But when they got back from school that day, we had one singular cake ready for them to blow the candle out on for 3 times because I did not have the effort to make 3 separate cakes. So once again, it was time for a makeover. I put them in this random set. I have no clue. It's kind of ugly, which is why I chose it. I also gave the room a little makeover and put out more skill building objects because I do have autonomy on and wanted them to work on the skills like by themselves and whatnot without me like having to force them to do things. So yeah, but it was time for them to go to school, and I actually followed them all to school that day. But I did forget, school is very boring unless you have mods or set it up beforehand, so I kind of just stared at them learning.
Summer.
Back at home, I do have some bad news. I don't have footage of my sim transforming into a vampire because some of the footage did get corrupt. Anyway, so I did turn her back to an adult and give her a hot vampire transformation. And now we have vampire points to work up and have like fun things for her to actually do. Later that day, we invited over our baby daddy, Bob Pancakes, to drink his plasma.
Dude, come here.
And we did just leave him there on the floor. And then apparently it was prom night. I had no clue, no preparation for this at all. So when we got there, I just put them in their like funny everyday outfits because I didn't give them any formal outfits like either. So I just had no preparation for this. One Flarkin started dancing with the random man while another Flarkin was getting it down on the dance floor. And it was time for the award ceremony. And the prom queen is Flarkin. Which Flarkin, I couldn't tell you, but one of them won. Then we were invited to an after party, so we went to the pier, but again, high school years is kind of boring, so there wasn't really anything to do. Oh, wait, a Flarkin did woohoo in the love ride, so there's that.
Bye, bitch.
And after all of that, we finally went home, and here are a few updates with my sim. Still have no clue what her name is, but here are some updates. 1. She met Caleb Vitor. 2. She woohooed Caleb Vitor. 3. She got a bee hut. 4. She painted a masterpiece. 5. She lured more people to drink their plasma. And 6. We got famous and bought a fame perk. The next night, the Flarkins had more school projects to do, so all-nighter part 2. And they worked on the projects all the way until they had to go to school. But I did not go with them to school because I didn't want us to do that again. But today is the day that we have all been waiting for. It is the Flarkins' birthday party, and it is the day before we see who finally wins this challenge. I actually planned a whole birthday party for their big day. Even though they don't really have any friends, we kind of just invited who we know, so... And then there was some drama. We flirted with Caleb in front of Bob. Bob got mad. So yeah, we kind of just blew out the candles and aged up and everyone went home. What a fun birthday party. Alright, I am here now, live in stereo. But the Flarkins just aged up and yeah, we're about to see their skills, their relationships, their... I guess we can't really see their grades. I guess I should have looked at that before. Okay, I guess we're not taking grades into consideration anymore because I don't know how to see that anymore. Those all-nighters were for nothing, I guess. Alright, so we are going to start off with her skills. So how I'm going to do it is like these are like all points. Alright, so there's no like decision on like how to do this. So I'm going to just do it my own way. Maybe I should like write this down. Hold on. Alright, so she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for skills. How should we do relationships? Oh, okay, so friendship is 44 with Bob, and then 98 with her mom, 96 with one other Flarkin, and then 24 with another Flarkin. And then 2 with Vlad. So maybe we should just like count these up. Alright, so she has 267 points for all of her relationships. And then we're gonna look at her traits. So she has lazy, high maintenance, and erratic. And she does have responsible. And then fear, blah blah blah, these stuff. And she has all these likes. This I'm going to add a point for each good trait and subtract points for each bad trait, which for her she has all bad traits except for one, and I think if they like have one that they earn, it should be worth 2 points. And so she'll like be -1 point because all these are like bad traits, like lazy, erratic, and high maintenance. Alright, so she gets a -1 point. Alright, so I'm going to add up the other Flarkin's traits as well really quickly. And so, yeah. Okay, well, let's look at their skills and traits first. So it's pretty much like the same, I feel like, for like all of them, except like she has like she knows more people. So her points might be a little bit better for relationships. And then traits, she has all good traits. Okay. What if we already found the good Flarkin? And then the third Flarkin, pretty much the same for skills again, relationships, pretty much in between, like it's in the middle of relationships between the other two. And then traits, lazy, mean, perfectionist, responsible. So 2 bad traits and a good trait and a responsible trait. Spa membership. Alright, so I have calculated all of the scores and the winner is Flarkin number 2. Woo! So yeah, let me show you the actual scores. Alright, so these are the total scores. I put the skills, relationships, and traits and the total number, and then the second Flarkin kind of won by like a landslide. But yeah, Flarkin number 2 is the winner. So Flarkin number 2, let's have her come up here because I don't want to get her like mistaken for anyone. Yeah, and then we need to find something because they have to die.
Facts.
So my theme for this killing, I guess, is fire and water. So one of the Flarkins is going to die from the piranha pond, and one of them is going to die from a fire. Alright, so I think the worst person should do the piranha pond, which is the third Flarkin. So we're gonna stock this water garden with piranhas, and then we're gonna jump in. Wait, this is so funny. Alright, go.
Look like I'm going for a swim.
Oh. She survived. Alright, and then the first Flarkin will come over here to this little like house hut that I made. And we're gonna like lock her in here. Hello? Alright, and then I'm just gonna have her just like serve a bunch of like food. And I gave her like the worst appliances too. Yeah. Okay. And then the third Flarkin, come jump in. Alright, so now we just watch and observe. We are still waiting. Flarkin Jennings is drowning to death. Oh my gosh, wait. That's so sad. Oh no. Miss Flarkin is seeing this. Why is the Grim Reaper playing like iPad games? He's like, let me play a quick game of Among Us. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Flarkin. Wait, I want to engrave. Wish you were here. I want to put died from piranha. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Alright, so I have been trying to have her get killed by fire for so long. Look at all the meals we've made. It's kind of crazy. She just like won't die. So I think I'm just gonna have her jump in to the piranha pond. Unless we just have her do like one more. Alright. So it didn't work. We're gonna go to piranha pond now. Look, it looks so cool at night too. Oh, with the little purple lights. Ugh, such a vibe. Okay, she has finally died. Flarkin Jennings is drowning. Oh, not her witnessing her other sister dying. And our mom is actually home this time too. Yikes. Alright. We'll go next to your sister. Couldn't cook. Died from piranha. There we go. Well, I think that concludes this challenge. We have our winner here. Maybe I'll do something with her in the future. Maybe she'll make a comeback. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this style of video. I haven't even edited it yet, so hopefully I like the style of editing or video, whatever. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I will hopefully see you in the next video. Goodbye.